Hi friends, I'm Rajnikant. Welcome you to my YouTube channel Sumant Digital English Tutorial Videos. Dear guys, I'm going to upload long answer type questions with their answers for the book Hornbill, English 11th class, chapter 2. We're not afraid to die if we can all be together. So let's start with question 1. Describe the harrowing experience of the narrator as mighty waves hit wave walker in the southern Indian Ocean. Now its answer. A mighty wave hit the stem of their ship Wave Walker in the evening of 2nd January. A tremendous explosion shook the deck. A torrent of green and white water broke over the ship. The narrator's head struck against the wheel. He was swept overboard. He was sinking below the waves and losing his consciousness. He accepted his approaching death. He felt quite at peace. Suddenly his head appeared out of water. A few meters away, Wave Walker was turning over in the water. Her masts were almost horizontal. Then a wave hurled her upright. The narrator's lifeline jerked taut. He grabbed the guardrails and sailed through the air into Wave Walker's main boom. Succeeding waves tossed him around the deck like a rag doll. His left ribs cracked. His mouth was filled with blood and broken teeth. Somehow he found the wheel, lined up the stem for the next wave, and held tightly. Question 2. What damage did Wave Walker suffer as a result of bad weather? Answer. Mighty waves struck Wave Walker. The decks were smashed. Water was gushing in through the holes and openings. The whole starboard side had bulged inwards. Clothes, crockery, charts, tins, and toys moved around noisily in the deep water. Their hand pumps got blocked up with the debris floating around the cabins. The electric pump short-circuited. Water level rose high. The two spare hand pumps had been ranged overboard. Waves had also swept off the forestsail, the jib, the dinghies, and the main anchor. There was a tremendous leak somewhere below the waterline. The boat's main rib frames were smashed down to the keel. A whole section of the starboard hull was being held up by a few covered partitions only. The hull of the ship had been damaged so badly that the pressure of the rigging could simply pull the damaged section of hull apart. Wave Walker was so damaged that she couldn't hold together long enough to reach Australia. Question 3. What efforts did the narrator make to save the ship and its passengers? Answer. At first, he slowed down the ship. He dropped the storm jib and lashed heavy mooring rope in a loop across the stem. They double fastened everything. They attached lifeline, put on waterproof clothes and life jackets. After being hit by the first mighty wave, the narrator handed over the wheel to Mary. He stretched canvas and fastened waterproof hatch covers across the gaping holes in the starboard side. As the two hand pumps got blocked, the electric pump short-circuited. He found another electric pump and started it. Then he checked his charts and started searching for an island. Liam Amsterdam. He got a reading on the sextant. He worked on the wind speed, change of course, drift and current. He calculated their position. He checked and rechecked his calculations. They had lost the main compass. He made a discount for the magnetic vibration in the spare compass and also of the influence of the westerly currents. Then he asked Larry to steer a course of 185 degrees. They succeeded in reaching Amsterdam Island after 4 hours. Now question 4. What impression do you form about the narrator on the basis of reading "We aren't afraid to die if we can all be together"? Now its answer. The narrator, a 37-year-old businessman, was a lover of adventure. He had dreamt of going around the world sea voyage. He and his wife had spent all the leisurely hours for 16 years developing and improving their skills about the work or travel on the sea. This shows his love for the perfection and attention to details. The narrator was practical in his approach. He engaged 2 crewmen to help them sail through the rough waters of the southern Indian Ocean. He had keen foresight. They made advanced preparations to protect the ship and passengers against the violent sea storms. He did not lose hope, calm and courage in the face of difficulties. He had his priorities fixed. Repairing the damaged ship was the essential. Everything else, including injuries, could wait. He was resourceful also. He managed to steer the course with the help of whatever had been left with them. His presence of mind helped them to overcome the troubles. He had a level head. He made exact calculations of their position and that of the island. He fixed the course of speed. His self-confidence and practical knowledge made him a good captain. Dear guys, it was all. Hope you must have liked this video. watch this video from top to toe. Thanks for watching. Bye.